Hi, my name is Chris Drabik. I work in the technology transfer program. My region is the Northeast region. I've been working in that area for about 5.5 years. There are 31 medical centers in the Northeast region that I cover with about $360 million in research dollars, and that was of FY17. Of those 31 centers, there are 23 that are actively doing research. There are approximately 1,000 researchers in my area or more, and in fiscal 17 and 18, you can see the numbers. We had 85 invention disclosures in 17, and 18 we bumped up to 102. So again, my region is the Northeast. I also have an oddball state. I have Iowa and also Honolulu. So in 18, so we have 13 academic affiliates in my region. Primarily the Ivy League schools, Yale, Harvard. I'm working, and Brown is also in our area too. That I'm working on getting in place an affiliation agreement for intellectual property. With Dartmouth, we have an interinstitutional agreement which covers several inventions. Right now, I'm trying to expand our work with them. We have 9 cooperative CTAs, Cooperative Technology Administration Agreements. One of the Cooperative Technology Administration Agreements covers 8 areas in the state and the University of New York, which I'm actively right now negotiating an invention management agreement, just to sort of frame this Collaborative Technology Administration Agreement versus an IMA. So the Collaborative Technology Administration or Cooperative Technology Administration Agreements allow the university actually basically the front foot in leading all invention disclosures. Under the new IMAs, what we have is actually a shared sort of ability to decide who manages invention responsibilities. And as I mentioned, we're working on that in a number of different areas. One of the issues with the CTAs is they have patent pooling, and patent pooling doesn't allow us actually to pay fairly our researchers for royalties. New York University is one of the academic affiliates that had a patent pooling term, and that we terminated this year. So we're very good in getting annual reports. We had 9 and we only missed out on 2 for reporting in my region for the academic affiliates. I'm currently working on about 4 IMAs that are very close to being finished in negotiations. State University of New York, Mount Sinai, which will be a new affiliate, University of Pennsylvania, and Brown, who will follow Penn once we get University of Pennsylvania in place. We also have, as I mentioned, so Brown we've never been really affiliated with. At Mount Sinai, we haven't had an affiliation with either in terms of managing intellectual property. MIT should also be on there as well too. We're very close to having MIT come on board with the new agreement. This past year I did 63 invention disclosures, turned them around in about 8 days. My patent summary is we had six new patents filed that I managed. 3 patents were issued. They're VA only. They're pending. I have 10 pending families in the United States that I'm managing, and have 8 foreign applications. We're working on 2 further patent applications, and this year I actually reviewed several invention evaluations and thought that they didn't merit actually being filed patents on. And I'm working on 1 trademark as well too. Didn't complete 1 license, but I'm very close to completing a non-exclusive license for some research materials out of the University of Maryland. And in the past year, I did 17 site visits, a lot of them with research R&D, they're very good partners actually to work with. I reviewed about 20 CRADAs, and then on a regular basis, I do a lot of work actually just fielding questions from the field. For example, providing advice to investigators regarding intellectual property creation and management, providing guidance to VA investigators about federal technology transfer laws. Obviously, also working very closely with technology transfer programs from universities and responding to queries from the Office of General Counsel. And some of my accomplishments this year, so I'm actually the technology transfer person who's covering the Million Veteran Program. We filed 3 patent applications. The first one's for MVP this year. And as you can see, I spent a lot of time on the road, 17 site visits. We're really starting to make a difference at the local sites. One of my visits to Manhattan this year, actually, so what frequently occurs on site visits is that you actually get invention disclosures that start coming from the site visits. Visiting the Manhattan office, I actually had 20 new invention evaluations that came out of that, visiting them for the Research R&D Week. So I also have a very interesting project that I'm working on with White River. There's a researcher up there that's working with Excision Therapeutics, and she's working the CRISPR-Cas space. They just were funded for $500 million, and it's likely that they'll have another $500,000. It's likely they'll have another $500,000 in funding next year for CRISPR-Cas. And I also attended the BIO meeting in Boston as part of my professional development, and was at the CHARGE meeting, which is an MVP-related meeting. And I think that's it.